Okay, so can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
So pretty much, I was born into a Christian home. I was in, church for over 3 decades till I stopped.
Why did you
And
stop?
a lot of reasons, really. A lot of reasons. One of which was, I don't know. I just consider the whole organized religion thing a hoax, and because okay, I'm from Nigeria, and here in Nigeria we tend to take religion the wrong way. Like we how do I say this? For instance, now we always have religious conflict in my country, Nigeria, and of course, Islam, Christians are always at war at each other. And if you ask me, I feel like this God couldn't be that wicked to, make us that divert and, make everyone feel like, okay, my way is the way, and not believe that, we could actually relate to God on different, different ways. I feel religion, in a way, we limit God with religion. Yeah. You telling me that I have to go to a church and go through a pastor. I personally realize I don't need a pastor to get through to God. Yeah. Unlike we are taught. Yeah. I don't need a middleman to speak to God. And really the religious bodies, the religious leaders, the direct religious, I was very dedicated in church. My father is even still a pastor in church. Yeah. My father is still a pastor in church, but I have stopped going to church. That doesn't mean I don't have a relationship with God. In fact, now I have a deeper relationship with God because, I now talk to him effortlessly. Yeah, unlike, before I would need to, maybe I have issues. I'll be like, I need to see my pastor. I need him to, my pastor was more like an idol back then, but no, and those were the same people that, when I had questions, I had a lot of questions that I didn't get answers to right in church. And I started doing my own studies. I started doing my own research. And I found out that there was more. Fine, the Bible is a wonderful book, but there are more books. And, one of the things that allows in church is not to read those other books. Yeah. And personally, I feel like knowledge is power, irrespective of the cover of the book in which it is. Of course, I know you have to draw the line, because there's some things that could be misleading. But I don't need to go to a church to know what is wrong from what is right. Every human being knows that. So, who I was looking up to, they did crazy things. Okay, like there was a time I paid a tithe for over $1 million, and the pastor did not remit it. That's like, it's big money, yeah. So it's not something that the person did not remit it. Now it now became an issue that they had to come up with new policies that, okay, no pastor must collect tithe and all that. So they now had to make it collective. Now in that same church, the senior pastor, like, he was in charge of more than one state. He was actually trying to sleep with me. And I found that was something he was, so they failed me, and I just pulled back. I told myself that I believe there's a creator of the universe. I believe there is God. Only a madman would say there is no God. But I need to pull back and I wouldn't lie to you, since I pulled back, I've had time for myself, because I was always going to church. I was like a church puppet. Like, my life was literally around church. I go to church every day. Yes, that's what it applies. That's what happens here in Nigeria. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like an epidemic. I'd say religion is an epidemic here in my country. Yeah. So.
Well, my teaching focused more on prosperity and I teach and I use the
Of
Bible,
course.
prosperity, and I teach that God is within and not outside. And every time Christians come to my platform or my life, they always tell me that
Yeah.
they have this belief or this idea that if you are a Christian and you become rich, or if you have material position, or if you live a luxury life, God doesn't love you.
Yes.
God is going to hate you because you have money. And that comes from,
And now,
as you were going to church, I don't know if
programming.
that church happened to be the same, that they teach you that money is bad, money is evil. But why does
Now
that,
that's
but
just the
why does the
programming.
pastor ask for money if money is bad, money is evil?
Exactly. Exactly. That's just the programming. I didn't want to talk about that, but the kind of religion we have here, it's more like a programming. We're programmed to see, money as a bad thing. We're programmed to see money as evil. They keep telling the law of money is the root of all evil.
But why
You hear
does the
things
church
like,
ask for that money? Like, people don't question things.
you hear things like it will be very difficult for a rich man to get it, able to be easier for a needle to pass through the eye, things like that. And of course,
Wow.
yeah.
For
In my
example,
country, people would prefer to spend days in church than go out and work.
oh,
Yes. You see churches open, they have programs 10 a.m. in the morning on a Monday, you know, 10 a.m. on a Wednesday. Yes. And I'm like, really? Can't these people go out and look for a job? In fact, in my opinion, many of these churches should be converted to factories and, used as business organization. Yeah. Because that way it will even, produce money for the economy. Instead of just siphoning money, you get people gainfully employed. That's the truth.
for example, you say you gave like
That's
1 million naira to the pastor. Why did he
said,
use that money to help the community?
nah, he didn't. She didn't do that. It was a woman. She didn't do that. She didn't even declare the money. She just kept it under her, and wasn't having her church. She was just a pastor, like a small pastor sort of in my assembly.
Wow.
She still had senior pastors ahead of her.
But you gave the money to help people, right? To help so the church can help other people. That's why you
Well,
gave them the
basically, it was
money.
tight. Yeah, it was tight, and that's the intentions of tight, to help. But now what I started doing is when I have money like that, what I do is I would rather give it out myself. I'll give my parents.
Of course.
I pay tithes to my parents. I pay tithes to people that I know, okay, they can't, help me back. I know they don't have any other means of getting that help. Those are the kind of people I try to help. And that's why I believe it's a better tithe. Yeah.
Why do you think, as you said, that religion is like a pandemic in Nigeria? Why do you think people prefer to stay in the pandemic instead of rising and knowing that, hey, God is
Because
within?
of false hope. The church is one institution that is fond of giving people false hope.
Hopes
In
on
that,
what?
they'll tell them, keep praying, keep praying, keep praying, pray, sow seeds, like sow seeds in the terms like keep giving your money into church, and suddenly you get a miracle. Many churches, there are churches where they'll tell you, come and buy a holy water. This holy water, if you pour it in your shop, you have customers. This holy water, if you drink, I'm telling you. So, yeah, it's just false hope. It encourages mediocrity. Yes, it encourages mediocrity. Yes, that's why I say it's a pandemic. Because now for one thing, in Nigeria, our political system is dependent on the religious system. In that, the Christian can present a candidate, the Muslim can present a candidate. But if the Christian authority now tells you, comes to the public and say, maybe the general public is not happy about a certain person who was elected. But once the Christian community comes out, the head of the Christian community comes out and say, don't worry, this person, even though he's not who we wanted, it is the will of God. We believe God put them there. That alone will just keep everybody mute. Nobody will want to fight again. Nobody wants to, nobody wants to protest. Like our spiritual father has spoken, we have to listen. Nobody wants to question anything anymore. Like logic is far from us because of religion. Yes, that's the pandemic I was talking about. Logic is so far. It's so far.
Okay.
Because everybody will be like, oh, okay. They don't want to question anything. They just follow the book, the easy way out. Yeah. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it.
When you were going to church, you say you invested over 3 decades of your life in church. Were they
Yes.
teaching positive thinking at your church?
You said?
Were they teaching positive thinking?
Yeah, in a second, there was a church I later joined that had more of that. In fact, I felt I was home. I felt, wow, okay, this was it for me, because this certain church were not exactly thinking about like the other churches. Yeah, it was more like a new generation kind of church, talking about positive mindset. It was good, but I just found out that they were just too corrupt.
Mm. When when
Moral,
when you see your
morally.
fellow Christians and you are no longer a Christian, and you still see them in Christianity, how do you feel about them, or what do you tell them?
Right now I don't tell them anything. In fact, no, very few people know I don't go to church anymore. I don't rub it in the face of people,
Mm.
because I stay with my parents and my father still goes. In fact, there is no, anytime my father is in my car, we're always arguing, going back and forth about, me not going. I'm telling you, it's a tug of war every time. We still had it this evening. I was like, Daddy, don't worry, you win. Because I just didn't want to, keep going at it. So I don't rub it in people's faces. Yes, I do not. I still, I wish them well. I feel like they need to just grow to a certain level of consciousness to see that they
Consciousness.
are enough.
Okay.
To see that they are enough, and that they have God inside of them. And like you always say, like you always say, you need to believe that you don't exactly need anything from anywhere. All you need is inside of you. I just heard you talking about how much you love yourself, and I'm like, wow, see, self-love. Like, I was so amazed, and I'm like, I'm going to do so for myself. I'm going to so love myself to the point that I ooze off, high vibration, and people are just so, magnetically attracted to me. Yes, that's how I see you. That's how I'm glued to you right now. You're oozing off, so much
Thank you.
love for yourself, and I really admire that. Thank you. So I really wish I could tell those people, but not everybody's going to wake up. That's the sad truth. So for us who has woken up, I can just do the best I can. I can just try to make them, Christians. If Now let me tell you another thing. Do you know that an average Christian, if you tell them that heaven does no longer exist, hell does no longer exist, they are going to become very hideous people, because many of them are just good people, pretend to be good because of the fear of hellfire. That is the truth. Yes, it is the fear of
Yo.
hellfire that keeps a lot of them in check. That is the truth. Yeah, that is it. Now, why not genuinely caring for your fellow human, irrespective of what happens when you die? How about that? That's the truth.
Because
Yeah.
they thinking that, later I will go to heaven
Exactly.
if I treat my friend good or my neighbor, or later I will go to hell if I treat them bad. But without understanding or realizing that here on earth you can have hell or you can have heaven, depending
Exactly.
on your mental state, depending on your
Exactly.
consciousness, that you don't have to wait until you die to go enjoy
Exactly.
heaven later on. You can enjoy heaven
Exactly.
today, right now, here, while you're still alive. Why will you postpone
Yeah.
or something that you can have for today, that you can enjoy today, that you can enjoy in the present? Why do you want to move it for later? Oh, when I will go to heaven, we're going to have perfect life.
Yeah. It's a fear-based religion, really. It's fear-based. That's
Fear.
what the system is right now.
What happened? Connection.
It's
Can you all hear me? Hell, heaven is a day to day situation is a day-to-day experience, is a day-to-day activity. Whenever you are in fear, you have envy, jealousy, you are suffering mentally, you don't have peace of mind, you're already in hell.
Fear-based, and that fear.
Why is the connection cutting off? It's a mental state, and God is within. God is God, and also God is a spirit, and that spirit lives in you. That spirit is everywhere you are. That spirit is there, not outside of you.
Limits a lot of people. It holds a lot of people.
It's cutting off back and forth. I don't know.
I'm so sorry. A call came in.
Oh, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. A call came in.
Okay. I couldn't hear you anymore, so I don't know what you said.
Yeah, a call came in. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
A call came in on my end.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, as you said, everybody, at least me, I don't force nobody into what I believe. I let people believe what they choose to believe, because I understand we have different paths, we have different journeys. Everybody is walking on their own. That's why no matter what I believe, I don't force nobody to believe in me or to agree with me. I perfectly tell you, this is what I think, those are my beliefs, those are my teachings, but please feel free to think for yourself.
Yeah.
And even I have go to conversation with Christians that we try to talk, but they're like, oh no, the Bible said this. I want to have a conversation, and they go to, oh no, the Bible. I'm like, can you use your own mind to have a conversation without using the Bible? Before the existence of the Bible, God gave you a mind. And if you can't even use your own mind to change your life for the better, whose fault?
I wonder.
You already have a mind, but if you don't use your own mind to even think positive, I had even a time I was saying a Christian, we're talking about money, I think, and I told them, you can have 1 billion. They were like, oh no, God can give you that much of money. No, I don't want that much of money. I was like, what?
Yeah, to make me sin. I'll fall into temptation.
I was like, oh, sorry. I will take it. He can give it to me. I will take it.
Times 2.
When you were still in church, was those teaching consistent, right? About the love of money, that money is bad. You don't have to have money. It's evil.
Yeah, well, basically what they'll tell you is any job that would, make you not be in church when you're supposed to be in church is of the devil. And of course, they used to say we should make money, but there were just restraints to it. They will always have passages like, modesty, and that there is a way you'll be rich, and you just say, using Job. They will always use Job, the book of Job, and be like, it was because he was too rich, his children started falling into sin. Things like that. So, so you have to be modest at whatever you do. They preach modesty a lot. But now, see, my country right now, they have a different twist to it. In that now this generation, they'll tell you, oh, you can make money, you should make money. But do you know why they're telling you to make money? So that you can give the church more money. Yeah, that's the new narrative. Yes. So that's the new generation. The first generation I told you is the more like the proper Pentecostal churches, like the deeper life. They don't wear earrings, no trousers. holy, they're always holy, holy, holy. Those are the people that do that
Oh,
stuff. But the new generation churches, they wear trousers, everything goes. You can sing and tell God to forgive you that same minute. So you can sing like 1,000 times in a day. So long as you keep telling God to forgive you, and so long as you keep giving the church money, God is going to be happy with you because you're pushing the gospel forward. Yeah, so your
hey.
money.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
no, let me know, Boss Bubble. They have these yearly awards that they give the highest people who give the highest in church. They have the
eh,
top 10. I tell you, that's how far it goes. And this will give in millions of dollars, yes, thousands of dollars, yes. They give. I'm telling you, and it's like a competition because you want to be top 10, you want to be top, you want to be the highest. As a matter of fact, serious competition.
if you have that
Yes,
money, invest it in you. Build
yes,
something for you. Create employment so the people of the church don't have to wait for money and they can work and they can change their life. If you pray all day, every day, but you do nothing, you're not going to get nothing. God
yes.
gave you hands that you can create, you can produce, gave you a mind that you can attract, you can manifest anything that you want. But if you're going to sit around, oh no, I'm waiting for God to come back so I can be rich.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. He's not coming back. He never left
Oh yeah.
anyways.
Oh, you said it all. You said it all. You said it all.
Oh,
They're
you
waiting for
know.
somebody come save them.
Who's that somebody?
Nobody's come to save you. You have to save yourself.
Somebody come
You
here
have
the
to
other day,
save
they
yourself.
shared that their grandparents waited for the stories, right? Their grandparents, he was their grandparents waited for Jesus to come back. The parents already died. Jesus didn't come back. Her
Oh
sister
no.
waited for Jesus to come back. Her sister died. Jesus haven't come back. So I tell the person, are you gonna still keep waiting? He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. He never left. He has consistently been in
Christ
us.
consciousness.
In
Christ
us.
consciousness. Christ consciousness.
But no, everybody's allowed to think. But for and also this I don't know. They whenever I speak and teach about money using the Bible, they be like, oh no, that's not the wishes of God. So you're telling me that God want you to be poor?
No.
Is that what you're telling me?
No, he wants me to be filthy rich. Like very rich. I don't want a choice. I must be rich, like super rich.
As you should. Yes. Yes.
And I should.
No, those are not the wishes of God. I'm like, then what is the wish that you have from God? Misery, poverty,
No.
suffering.
They keep saying, yeah, good. They say that, and they'll be like, when you're going through poverty, that's God trying to test you. And sometimes God is trying to preserve your life by keeping you poor, because if you become rich, you'll get reckless and die and kill yourself.
Why will you think so negative and so low of
Yeah,
God and
and
of
so
yourself?
low, so low,
Thinking
so
so
low,
negative
no
of God and of
vibration.
yourself. That if you become, well, I don't know about any of you, but me, when the money is in, I can pray God driving my favorite car. I can pray God knowing that, oh, I already pay my bills. I can pay for
Yeah,
medicines. I can afford to give my mother a retreat, my partner go travel, my kids, knowing that all
yeah,
my needs are taken care of. Because
yeah.
if you are poor, if you haven't eaten a day and your stomach is crawling, can you pray properly?
You can pray. You. In fact, see now, that's the thing. If you are hungry, you'll be prone to do evil. You want to
Thank
steal. You
you.
want to lie, as a lady, you want to go and look for a man to sleep with to get money. So see, it doesn't
See?
make sense. I believe you serve God better when you're rich, when you're comfortable. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh no, the love of money is the root of evil. Based on what you just explained, is the lack of money the root of evil? Because since you don't have the money, let me go steal. Let me go kill somebody.
Exactly.
Let me go sell my body. Because you don't have it. So you are thinking from a fear mindset, from a lack mindset, because you don't have it. So you're willing to do the impossible just to have it.
To get it.
But once you have it, you can think positive. You can think creative. You can think of, I'm going to do good. I'm going to do what is right. I have this money. Let me go build a school. Let me go build a hospital. Let me go give food. The more resources you have and the more money you have, the more you are equipped. Exactly, because you're going to be doing God's work. If with your resources you help somebody else, that's God's work. If with your money you help somebody else, that's God's work. So how come God doesn't want you to be rich?
Yeah. Crazy.
If there's any Christian here, you can come and debate. Please feel free to come and share your thoughts. You're more than welcome here. I can disagree with you, but I can listen to you. And also something else that I teach is that this book right here, this book called Bible, to me, it's not a religious book. It's not a historical book. This to me is a psychological, mental, and spiritual, and metaphysical book. Because this book covers aspects that we can see with our eyes, physical eyes, and aspects that we can only see with our mental eyes, our spiritual eyes. This is not, because I'm Christian, I have to read the Bible. No. This book, if you have a brain, this book is for you because it's about you.
Yep.
I don't have a religion, but I still read the Bible every day. It's not a religious book. If you see as a religious book, you're going to limit the amount of knowledge you can gain from this book. It's a psychological, a mental, a spiritual, a metaphysical book. Name the book, please. It's the Bible. To me, though, respecting whatever your beliefs and your ideas are, the Bible to me is not a religious book. Every time I read this Bible, I'm not like, what is the religion? No, I'm thinking, okay, consciousness, okay, mind. How should I use my mind correctly? Okay, think positive, think prosperity. Speak. Even the Bible also speak about the power of our words. I think in Isaiah 55:11, if I'm not mistaken, it says that whatever words go out of your mouth shall come back to you. That's why I insist in my classes and videos telling people, speak positivity, speak happiness, speak health, speak money, speak joy, speak prosperity. Speak it. Say it to yourself. I am rich. I am prosperous. I have all I need. I am successful. I am amazing. All is great. All is loving. Speak it to yourself. Speak it to yourself. But no.
Positive affirmations.
They're going to be, I'm poor. I'm broke. I don't have anything. With that attitude, what do you expect to receive?
More poverty, man, will come to that person.
Exactly.
More poverty. No one's coming up.
I'm surprised. But in my videos, all the Christians are quick to text. They're gonna comment, you crazy, you the devil, nobody to listen to you, go to the psychiatric. But when it's time to come on live, nobody.
Nobody. We can't talk. Yeah. So sad. But you know what? It's good because we're in the age of Aquarius and there's a lot of information these days. So a lot of people know the truth right now. They might not just want to speak up.
But it's not enough to know. You have to act on it. You have to use it. Like, knowing is not. You have to do. If you believe God is within, act like it. You can be like, oh,
Right.
I know God is within, but you act with fear. You have low self-esteem. I'll be like, something is not clicking. Your words and your actions are not matching, so something is wrong.
Same. Your hair is growing so fast.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Compared to the previous, or is it the way you packed it?
Since when? Maybe I don't know.
I've not seen you in a while.
Oh man, that's why.
Okay.
I mean, it's growing fast as it should. I don't do nothing. I just put water and I speak to my hair though. People may be like, this crazy, but I when I wash my hair, I be like, ooh,
I think
my hair is growing. My hair is beautiful. My hair is strong. I talk to my hair.
it's listening. It's listening because it's growing fast.
I be like, wow, my hair is full of money, full of wisdom, full of strength. And while I'm washing it, yup,
Yeah.
you're laughing. It's true. I'm not joking. I talk to my hair.
I'm touching my head too and speaking. My head is full of money.
There's somebody laughing in the comments. Why you're laughing? I'm telling you what I do. Yeah, man.
Really, see, come on, guys. You guys should see. Affirmation is. You have to listen to Antada. She knows what she's talking about. Affirmation works because you see when you speak. When speaking is casting spells.
Ooh, talk to
Yes.
me.
Once the words come out, power comes out with it. And that is why you have to not. You must try not to talk down at yourself because your
Yourself and
spirit
nobody else.
doesn't. Yeah, or any other person because your spirit doesn't know when you're joking or when you're not.
Or
being
if it's
serious.
for your enemy, or if it's for you.
For you, exactly. So you have to be careful because it just takes whatever you say and it gives it back to you. So you have to be very careful about the things you say about yourself and other people.
Consistently.
And that's why I say, see, just love everybody. Once you walk from a point of love, life is good for you. That's just it. It's just the highest point.
Love.
It's the highest point. Love is the highest
And it
point.
all start like with you, with yourself. People come here and they be like, oh, I think I'm like, how can you love somebody else without loving yourself? Where do you get the love to give to somebody else if you don't have the love for yourself?
Now, do you know what I realized? In fact, you have to love yourself to the full for you to be able to love any other person because you must be overflowing of love from yourself for you to pour it out onto someone else.
Yes.
So if you say you love yourself passionately, you can't love anybody, but you have to love yourself to the full.
And
in totality,
from sunrise to sunset, from Monday to Sunday, from January to this, 24/7. And some people make it conditional. They're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna love myself when I have money. Oh, I'm gonna love myself when I'm driving this car. I'm going to love myself when I'm dating. I'm going to love myself when I have a business. I'm going to love myself when I have followers. What?
No.
Why wait for later when you can love yourself today and every single day non-stop?
True. Why not?
In affirmation, as the sister mentioned, I don't know. I think for some people, it's blah blah blah. It doesn't work. It's boring. What affirmations? It does nothing. When you do something once, you don't master it. But when you do it for 100 times, you master it. Every single repetition, because the more you repeat verbally something, the more it goes in your mind. And your mind produces whatever is up there. Repetition is key to anything. Somebody asked me the other day, how can they silence the idea in their mind that tell them that they are poor, they are weak? I tell them, by imprinting the opposite voice, the opposite idea. Instead of that voice, that telling you, oh, I am poor, I am broke, Imprint the opposite. I am rich, I am abundant, I am wealthy, and keep the opposite consistent.
Yes.
Because repetition, repetition, repetition. Verbal repetition is verbal conditioning. Every time you are speaking, the first person who's listening to you is yourself. Every time you are speaking, the first person listening to you is yourself. And whatever you say the most, it goes in your mind, and your mind is going to produce it. Because power is the mind. Whatever you think about the most, you become. Whatever you think about the most, you attract. Whatever you think about the most, you manifest. Whatever you think about the most, you expand. Whatever you think about the most, you amplify in your life. Consistently repeat, repetition, repetition. Yes. No, I'm gonna say I am rich, I am great. One day a week. One day a week. Do you want to be rich one day a week? I bet not. I bet you want to be rich every single day. So repeat to yourself that you are rich every single day. For example, me, I don't preach something I don't do. All of those things, look, affirmations. Affirmations.
Wow.
Affirmations.
Wow.
Affirmations.
Can I get a copy of these, or they're just personal for you?
Huh? Yes.
Can I get this?
A copy of course. Affirmations.
Thank you.
Affirmations.
Wow.
Affirmations.
Did you come up with all of this?
Affirmations. Yes, some of them, and some of them from the books I read, so I imprint them. Every time before I sleep, I write them down. Before I sleep, I read it. I'm not here gatekeeping nothing. I'm simply showing what I do. Imagine reading this every single day. Every single day. That's why sometimes I can even be working out and my mind start going, I am rich, I am prosperous, I am wealthy. Because now it's automatic. Because I have said it for so many times that my mind is already coming up with it. Whoever want the copy, yeah, send. You can text me in my DM your phone number, so I can, or your email, so I can send it to you by email. Forever Young, you can text me your number. Same. Anyone who want affirmations, text me your number, your email. I think email is no phone number. Text me your phone number, and I will send it to you. If it's outside the US, text me on WhatsApp. And then I will send you affirmations. Yep. Affirmations. For free. Yes, let me say that part. No, nobody. It's free. The money will come. My main goal is to help. The money will come. Just gonna keep helping.